Once again the sun is shining bright. It's gonna be a glorious day. Good morning, Lord. This is another day you've given me. I'm believing that it's gonna be a good morning, Lord. I woke up this morning with a thankful heart. I could hardly wait for the day to start. Now I'll never know what you have in store, 'cause every day is better than the day before. Good morning, Lord. I see you kept me through another night. Once again the sun is shining bright. It's gonna be a glorious day. Good morning, Lord. This is another day you've given me. I'm believing that it's gonna be a good morning, Lord. I find brand new mercy with a brand new dawn. It gives me daily grace so I can carry on before the day is done. I love you even more. That's why I wake up saying, good morning, Lord. Good morning, Lord. I see you kept me through another night. Once again the sun is shining bright. It's gonna be a glorious day. Good morning, Lord. This is another day you've given me. I'm believing that it's gonna be a good morning, Lord. I'm believing that it's gonna be a good morning, Lord. A good morning, Lord.
Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to the programme. Welcome to Heartfelt Memories with myself, Jim Brown, the Sheriff of Tandragee. A very, very packed programme this morning, and a lot of great gospel music and singers coming your way in groups. And real wee treat for you coming up. About 4 or 5 songs from the end. We have indeed. So let's get on with it as the names are coming in. Keep on sharing the programme and keep on hitting the subscribe button if this is your first time over there on the YouTube. And we'll keep checking out both channels here. And we'll get the names written down as we bring you a gentleman from the USA. His name is Kerry Easley, a great singer with How Deep the Father's Love for Me.
How deep the Father's love for us, how vast beyond all measure, that He should give His only Son and make a wretch His treasure. How great the pain of searing loss, the Father turns His face away, as wounds which mar the chosen one bring many sons to glory. Behold the man upon His cross, my sin upon His shoulders. Ashamed I hear my mocking voice call out among the scoffers. It was my sin that held Him there until it was accomplished. should I gain from his reward? I cannot give an answer, but this I know with all my heart: his wounds have paid my ransom. Why should I gain from his reward? I cannot give an answer, but this I know with all my heart: his wounds have paid my ransom.
Beautiful hymn there to start the program off with, and that's How Deep the Father's Love for Us. And of course, that was Kerry Easley, all the way from the USA, a great singer, great voice as well. A lot of names are coming in, folks. Keep on bringing them on, and I'll keep on writing. I'm going to bring you another beautiful piece, and it's a lady singer this time, and I'm going to say it wrong, and I think it's Kathy Villinger. That could be wrong, but I know that's the song is a beautiful piece. There's one called Jesus is Coming Very Soon.
Jesus is coming very soon. Yes, he's coming to take us home. Way up in the sky, away with him I'll fly. Jesus is coming very soon. Well, I'm not wasting my time. I'm all ready to go. And I'm telling everyone I meet about Jesus. Telling why he died and how he came alive. And heaven knows that he's coming back again. Jesus is coming very soon. Yes, he's coming to take me home. Way up in the sky, away with him I'll fly. Jesus is coming very soon. Now if you wanna go with me, and if you wanna see the Lord, then you'd better heed the Savior's call. There's no time to wait, no time for fooling around. You gotta put your feet on solid ground. Jesus is coming very soon. Yes, he is coming to take us home. Way up in the sky, away with him we'll fly. Jesus is coming very soon. Way up in the sky, away with him we'll fly. Jesus is coming very soon.
A beautiful song and a beautiful singer there, and that was Jesus is Coming Very Soon. Okay, let's say hello to a few of our friends. First name on our list is Paddy Santoro, all the way from Long Island, New York. Good to see you in, Paddy. Good early morning to you there, and I'm sure it's nice and cold over there. as it is cold here in Tandragee. I think it was sitting about -1 when I got out this morning to go out for my shopping. So it's a bit better now. It's sun shining and it's nice out there at the moment. Kimberly Moon, hi Kimberly, good to see you coming in. And there's Linda Jean Watson. Hello Linda. Over there on the YouTube we have Violet Macmillan and we have Jane Wisely. Big shout out to Sandra Scott as well. Good to see you in, Sandra. Hope and pray you're all keeping well, folks. Keep on sharing, keep on bringing the folks in. A lot of new singers coming today and a few that I'm sure you'll know very, very well. This is now a group called Broken Vessels, and it must be the title of their album, and it's titled Broken Vessels.
To offer to God, your talents seem useless and of no earthly good. Some people have hurt you so bad it seems they've discouraged your visions and crushed all your dreams. But God uses broken vessels when others just throw picks up the pieces and puts them together. God uses broken vessels. The trials of life, well, they may have burdened you down. You feel that you have failed God and that He's nowhere around. But if you'll just call on Him now and just reach out your hand, He'll be there beside you, and He'll help you to stand. Yes, 'cause God uses broken vessels when others just throw them away. He just picks up the pieces and puts them together. God uses broken vessels. Well, He'll just pick up all the pieces and He'll put them back together. 'Cause God uses broken vessels.
Not beautiful words. God uses the broken vessels, and you know, many of us have been broken and many of us are still broken, and feeling broken and feeling unwanted. But God can use you, folks. Maybe you can't do what we're doing here in Country and Southern Gospel. Maybe you can't go up onto the platform or a stage and sing. But a smile at someone and you get a smile back, that makes an awful difference, folks. It really does. And also just remember that all we got to do is to pray. And you can do that in the quietness of your own home or beside your bed. You know, I have a song coming on, I think it's Wednesday night. I just happened to be listening to it yesterday again. And it says the first thing I do is get down on my knees and pray. And that's all we can do, folks. If we can't do another thing, just pray for a loved one, pray for someone that's hurting. And it's not always the physical hurts that you see, it's the inner hurts in the heart and in the soul. It's a different person that you might meet in the street, that when that door's closed and they're in the house on their own, the loneliness kicks in, the mental problems kicks in, and there's things that they do they shouldn't be doing. So do remember that, folks. God can mend the broken vessels. You know, there's a lot of sadness about the world and our own wee towns around about us at the moment as well. And it's coming up to Christmas time and a lot of homes are without food and without money to buy stuff. But, you know, God's always there. Just turn to Him, lean on Him, and He'll see you through. Beautiful song there, and I hope you enjoyed the song and the singer as well. And a big shout out to Dave Poling. Good to see you in, Dave. It's early in the morning over there. And there's Mary Campbell's in. Another early morning lady, and that's Gloria Miller Green's in. There's our Lynette. Lynette, how you doing, Lynette? Lovely to see you coming in to the programme. Okay, let's get on with another singer this time, and once again from the States. His name is Caleb King. A great voice once again, and here's one you should all know. It's one called He Leadeth Me.
He leadeth me, O blessed thought, O words with heavenly comfort fraught. Whate'er I do, where'er I be, still 'tis God's hand that leadeth me. He leadeth me, He leadeth me, by His own hand He leadeth me. His faithful follower I would be, for by His hand He leadeth me. And when my task on earth is done, when by Thy grace the victory's won, in death's cold wave I will not flee, since God through Jordan leadeth me. He leadeth me, He leadeth me, by His own hand He leadeth me. His faithful follower I would be, for by His hand He leadeth me. His faithful follower I will be, for by His hand He leadeth me. He leadeth me. He leadeth me.
There we are, a wee shorty one, but a lovely wee one. Lovely hymn, you will all have known and sung many times. And that was He Leadeth Me by Caleb King, all the way from the USA. It is indeed. Okay, I want to give a shout out to Ruthie. That's Ruthie Taylor. Good to see you in. There's Yvonne Mitchell is in. Hi Yvonne, lovely to see you. I'm going to shoot down the list and say hello to Lady Vivian Forsyth of Bangor. And I want to make a wee apology because I said I would see Vivian on Friday evening at the concert. Sadly, I didn't get to see her. I watched the concert, but I watched it from bed because I don't know whether it's flu-like symptoms or what it is. I'm not moaning. It's man flu probably. But I've pains in my arms and I've pains in my shoulders and stuff. And I just was feeling a bit down and I'm feeling a bit sorry for myself. So I just went to bed and I put the laptop or the tablet on and I watched and listened to a great concert of great singers and gospel music. And I really was blessed by that. concert, and it no point in me going and maybe spreading whatever it was ahead. I'm still not just 100%, but I'm here with the grace of God, and I'm going to bring you some of the greatest gospel music this side of heaven. I did mention, folks, it's easy to pray. It's easy to pray for someone, but it's also very, very easy just to hit your wee button on your device, and you'll see us on your screen right now. CASG Prayer Room. And of course, there's David and Avril Dale, our prayer warriors. I want to say hello to them, and they're in the chat room at the moment. And you can go to David and Avril and send your prayer request. You can either use it as a spoken prayer request with the names, or you can an unspoken prayer request where the Lord is the only one that knows or needs to know anything about it. And we asked you to do that. Don't suffer alone, folks. Don't suffer alone. I can assure you, it's not worth it at all. Hi to Cush Beggs. Good to see you in, Cush. So we're going to bring you one here now. This is a lively one, so I'm not sure what way you are feeling this morning, but this will get you up and going. And it's a beautiful piece, one I'm sure you've heard many times before. We used to sing it a lot at the church that I used to belong to and got saved through up at Mountain Lodge. And it's David Ingalls, a great, great singer. He's going to bring us Garment of Praise.
Put on the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness. Lift up your voice to God. Praise with the spirit and with understanding. Oh, magnify the Lord. All you that mourn in Zion, I have authority to appoint unto you in Zion oil of joy that will set you free. Put on the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness. Lift up your voice to God. Praise with the spirit and with understanding. Oh, magnify the Lord. Lift up the hands that hang down. Lift up the voice now still. Give unto God continuous praise. Sing forth from Zion's hill. Put on the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness. Lift up your voice to God. Praise with the spirit and with understanding. Oh, magnify the Lord. Sing to Yahweh, hallelujah. Worship and praise our God. Praise and adore him, bow down before him. Oh, magnify the Lord. Put on the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness. Lift up your voice to God. Praise with the spirit and with understanding. Oh, magnify the Lord. Put on the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness. Lift up your voice to God. Praise with the spirit and with understanding. Oh, magnify the Lord. Put on the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness. Lift up your voice to God. Praise with the spirit and with understanding. Oh, magnify the Lord. Oh, magnify the Lord.
There we are. That a good one, folks. Just a couple of wee comments coming up there, and I want to mention and say hello to Rosie Whitson. But Rosie, yes, if you want to see things turn around, put on your garment of praise and sanctify the Lord. And there's someone else said, it's been a long time since you heard that song. That's our Lois. Lois Kirsch is in as well. Yes, it's been a long time since I've heard it as well. And I really, really enjoyed it when I was listening to it. You know, it gives you a wee bit of a lift and a bit of a boost up there when you're feeling a bit low and a bit down. Cheryl Preston's in from Australia. Good to see you in, Cheryl. And I did mention Rosie. So we'll go on to this next song. And it's a lady singer this time. It's a very, very beautiful and a very well-known hymn, and one I used to love to sing. Now, we again, going back to Two Mountain Lodge, when we would have sang this, some of the times the pastor would have asked us all to take off your shoes. Now, take off your shoes. And Downey's going to sing the reason why. Because the song's called We Are Standing on Holy Ground.
When I walk through the door, I sensed His presence, and I knew this was the place where love abides. For this is the temple Jehovah God abides here, and we are standing in His presence on holy ground. We are standing on holy ground, and I know that there are angels all around.
Beautiful piece that there. And if that doesn't move you, well, what is it Jim Land says? Your wood's wet. It sure is. You can't get a fire lit. But there's something wrong with you, folks. That's a beautiful, beautiful piece and beautiful words. Holy Ground, and that was Anne Downey. Anne Downey. So hope you enjoyed that, folks. Well, I know you did. Noel Murphy is in. Good to see you, Noel. Lovely to have you in. There's Sandra Lou Peretti is in. Sandra Lou, how you doing? Good to see you. Joan McWhirter's in. Hi, Joan. Good to see you. And there's Freddie Laverty's in as well. We'll get back to the names, folks, and very, very soon. Now, it's not often that I would say this quite openly. I be really moved, and I mean moved to the spirit when I hear this next song. I know probably a lot of people have recorded it, but a gentleman and his lovely wife have recently recorded it in their new project. And I was actually that much moved when I was listening to it again that I sent him a private message to say that I hope he realises how much this song, this piece has touched so many people's lives. And it really touches my heart every time I listen to it. I'm speaking about Chris and Bonita. That's Chris and Bonita Jones. We always have knew Chris or Bonita as Bonita Eileen, of course. But Chris and Bonita Jones are going to sing one of my favourite pieces. I actually said to Chris that I always loved him singing The Bloodline, which is a song he wrote many years ago. And I love The Bloodline. I would play it quite often too. But this one here is my new favourite from Chris Jones and Bonita Jones. And it's a beautiful piece. All I ask you to do, folks, is to listen to this. If it has moved you as much as it's moved me and has touched me as much, I just ask you to share the programme with someone that you think would need a touch from the Lord. And it's one called Such a Time as This.
Why did I walk through the valley? Why was I forced to my knees? Why did the sun parch and dry me when I walked through the desert of defeat? Then came the clouds and the rain fell. I thought I'd never make it through the night, but God gave me the answer when I prayed with you. He let me see the dark to hold the light. I can kneel with a brother who is bearing a burden and say, I know just what you're going through. I can pray with a sister in the midst of her sorrow and say, I know because I've been there too. I can put my arms around someone who is down and tell them to have faith and confidence. What in pain I could not see, I now fully believe God prepared me for such a time as this. You may be praying for rescue. You are facing temptation and trial. Struggles are endlessly present, but the purpose is somewhere in God's time.
Awesome song, absolutely wonderful words in that from Chris and Bonita, and it's called Such a Time as This. So don't forget, you can go back, of course, if you've missed any of the songs so far, or coming up, if you've time to you have to go somewhere. I know I've got a wee message there from our good friend there, Ann Turner. She has been to Wales and she's on her way back home, so she play. Excuse me, just about to sneeze there. She's going to play catch up when she gets home. So don't forget, you can take us with you by going to the website there and going back and watching all the programs over again. And what a beautiful, beautiful piece that was there. I want to say hello to Joan Garrett. Good to have you in the program this morning. Fred Bryson and Fred Muriel's in. Good to see you. There's Ozzy and Pamela. Well, I know Ozzy has popped in to say hello. He's probably working, probably a busy man, so it's good to see you taking time to come in and say hello. Colin and Marlene Moffat, good to see you coming in, folks. And there's Georgina Harvey's coming in as well. We'll turn over the page, but we'll go to the next song. Now, there's a great night on last night. I think it was a packed out church, I should say. And there wasn't, I don't know whether there was any seats left or not, but for any of the folks, especially our American friends that didn't get a chance to attend, either by watching it on Facebook or on YouTube or whatever, or being there in person, or any of our friends over here, like myself, that didn't get the chance to go along to Glenmahon, we have advertised it for a few weeks leading up to it, and of course it was the hymn sing event that was on last night and down in Belfast. I think maybe Ozzy at it. I think Ozzy was at it. I know Jim Ferguson was definitely at it. Him and the wife was meant to be going to it. They got tickets for it. But we're going to bring you a little bit of the concert or the praise evening to the programme this morning, to Heartfelt Memories. So we have Greater Vision, we have Jim and Melissa Brady, we have the Wisnuts, we have the Mellon Hayes family, and Mark Trammell Quartet coming up to the programme right now. So we'll start off with Greater Vision, a piece called All the Way. So do, once again, listen to the words and enjoy.
God searched for a limit to his love. What should he keep and what should he give up to pay sin's awful price for such a worthless one as I? To rescue me, just how far would he go? All the way, he came all the way for me. All the way from heaven's throne to Calvary, leaving me just one little step to take. If I believe, then he will take me all the way. About that city he's prepared. When I arrive, I'll know who placed me there. For my efforts fall so short of the glory of the Lord. He knew they would, so he came all the way.
of life seem more than I can handle, and clouds of doubt have settled in my soul. When everywhere I turn the storm is raging, into the Savior's loving arms I go. There is peace in the shelter of His arms, a refuge from the storm, where I am safe from harm, through the strongest winds and pouring rain. There's peace in the shelter of His arms. There's never been a moment on this journey that I have been forsaken or alone. 'Cause every time I face the unexpected, my Father gently leads through the unknown. There is peace in the shelter of His arms, a refuge from the storm, where I am safe from harm, through the strongest winds and pouring rain. There's peace in the shelter of His arms. There's peace that passes all understanding, and peace that goes beyond all comprehending. Peace in the shelter of His arms, a refuge from the storm, where I am safe from harm, through the strongest winds and pouring rain. There's peace in the shelter of His arms. There's peace in the shelter of His arms. Wonderful
There we are, folks. Just a wee back-to-back there for you, and that was Jim and Melissa Brady, Peace in the Shelter of His Arms. And of course, the one before that was Greater Vision, and that was All the Way. A few more names coming in here, and I better get writing down very soon because we're nearly running out of time. We have a few more great songs coming your way. But before we do that, we'll say hello to Dale. That's our Dale Gilmer from Marion in Arkansas. I'm sure she's busy working over there trying to get things organised this morning. Jeremy Williams is in. Good to see you, Jeremy. There's Darren Peach is in as well. Hi, Darren. And there is Grace Curry in as well. We'll get back to the names very soon. Next, we're going to bring you the Wisnats, and they're going to sing for us, God's Bigger Than That.
We are soldiers in an army, fighting every day. The captain of glory is leading the way. We are headed to a city. He's taking us on back. No matter what's before us, God's bigger than that. My God is bigger than the mountains or the raging sea. He's bigger than my worries. He's bigger than my needs. He is the rock of ages, sweet victory at last. No matter what the problem, God's bigger than that.
You may face a raging battle of Satan every day, as he constantly reminds you of all your past mistakes. See, he's got his eyes upon you. He's trying
to turn you back, but he knows you know the answer. God's bigger than that.
My God is bigger than the mountains or the raging seas. He's bigger than my worries. He's bigger than my needs. He is the rock of ages, sweet victory at last. No matter what the problem, God's bigger than that. He is bigger than all my problems, bigger than all my fears. God is bigger than any mountain that I can or cannot see. Bigger than all my questions, bigger than anything. God is bigger than any mountain that I can or cannot see. My God is bigger than the mountains or the raging seas. He's bigger than my worries. He's bigger than my needs. He is the rock of ages, sweet victory at last. No matter what the problem, God's bigger than that. Well, he is the rock of ages, sweet victory at last. No matter what the problem, God's bigger than that.
There we are, wait for the drummer, and you're nearly right, thinking they're going to go again. And just a wee message there from Vivian says they played that one, they sang that one last night. So there we go. That's a wee bit of a nostalgia for you there, Vivian. So the names are still coming in, folks. I want to give a big shout out to, I'll start at the bottom this time for a change and say hello to Jennifer Bridwell. Good to see you in, Jennifer. There's Maisie and David McKee is in. Good to see you. Carolyn Davies in. Hello, Carolyn Davy from Carrickfergus. Good to see you coming in, folks. And it's lovely to see Robert Gray in as well. A few more names there. We're going to get back to the songs. I had said to the folks who've just come in, for anyone that had missed the concert or the hymn sing last night, I shouldn't call it a concert, it's Sunday night. And it was a hymn sing, of course, there with a few great singers and groups. And of course we had Greater Vision, Jim and Melissa Brady, the Wisnats, which you've heard, those three groups. Mel and his family coming up next. And then we'll finish off with Mark Trammell Quartet. But right now we're going to bring you the Mel and his family as they sing for us, Heaven Will Surely Be Worth It All.
sorrows that here
surely be worth it all. Heaven will surely be worth it all. Worth all the sorrows that here befall. After this life, with all its strife, heaven will surely be worth it all. Yes, heaven will surely be worth it all.
Beautiful harmonies and all there in that beautiful piece. It was indeed. I'll mention a few names in a wee second. I just want to do these wee ads. There's just the two ads to do. And we'll just hit the first one on your page. You can see it coming up there. Another great praise evening coming your way, brought to us by New Song Concerts. And that, of course, is NS Concerts. And it's a Christmas praise. You'll see it on your screen. So Saturday the 29th of November. That is next Saturday, isn't it? I do believe. Time's going in so quickly, folks. It's scary. It is indeed. From 7 p.m. at Craigavon Civic Centre, which is very close to the studio here. And it's, as I did say, Craigavon Civic Centre. So you'll see the singers and ones you'll have heard before and heard many, many times before on these programmes of country and southern gospel. We start off with a lovely lady singer, young lady, and I was so blessed by listening to her singing the other night at the concert. And it's Kate Weir. And as always, we love to listen to Alex Robb, of course. There's the In Harmony group, and that, of course, is... I'm not going to say, I've got the names left me. I'll come back to it. Hannah Family and Friends are coming your way as well, of course. And the tickets are £15. Under 10s go free. And tickets are available from Faith Mission. I forgot about, they did say the Faith Mission bookshops in Ballymena, Belfast, and Lisburn and Portadown, or by going to www.eventbrite.co.uk. And Sharon Morrison, I'm speaking about there, and her daughter and her son, of course, as well. And that's the group In Harmony. So we'll go on to our next ad, which is our last one, and it's a wee video one. So just listen in to the speaker.
Christ Encounters Tabernacle Church invite you to a 3-night gospel campaign in Carton Street, Orange Hall, Portadown, starting each night at 7:30, and it will take place from the 19th to the 21st of November. The preacher is Pastor Ken Davison, and there will be special guest singers each night. You'll all be made very welcome, and we hope that you plan to attend.
There we go, folks. That was there was our good friend Helen Gracie doing the speaking there in that particular advert. I want to say hello to my wee sisters in. Anne had to take a phone call. She said she couldn't get in, so that's Anne Singleton, of course. Keep on in your prayers, folks, if you would, for health reasons. Irene and Alex Craig is in. Good to see you. Hi to Janine Smith. I want to say, I forgot to say hello to Edith and Isabel, and of course to Charlotte as well. And there's Myrtle Graham is in as well. Lovely to have you all coming in, folks. With just 2 more pieces to bring you. Do stay with us. I see another name coming in, so I'll just say hello to Jean Jackson as well. And don't forget to come along in another, just a little over 2 hours time, or just a little over 2 hours, or thereabouts 2 hours. And the Chaplain's Corner will be on, and that's our good friend, of course, Jimbo O'Lyon, or better known as Jim Lyons, of course, coming your way with a great programme at 2 p.m. That's 2 p.m. our time here in Northern Ireland. As you all know, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time in the States. And then we'll go a bit later on tonight and we'll have the Hallelujah Special Man. That's our own Gordon Wallace coming your way at 8 p.m. our time, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time in the States. Now, someone had mentioned earlier on about the temperature. Well, according to my phone and according to how I feel, it's 5C over here in Northern Ireland, and I believe that's in around about 40 to 41 Fahrenheit at the moment. But the sun's shining, it's a pleasant morning. It's a good morning for a walk. It sure is. So let's bring you our next piece, which is our second last piece, and it's the Mark Trammell Quartet this time with How Long Has It Been? Beautiful piece you'll all know and be able to sing along with.
Since you've walked with the Lord and told Him your heart's hidden secrets, how long since you've prayed, how long since you've stayed on your knees till the light shone through. How long has it been since you knelt by your bed and prayed till your heart knew no burden? Can you call Him your friend? How long has it been since you knew that He cared for you? You can call Him your friend. It's just how long has it been since you knew that He cared for
Beautiful wee short piece there, but it's absolutely wonderful words in it. How long has it been since you talked to the Lord? And I just must have missed a lady's name earlier on, or she's just coming in, just listening in. Becky Rains Sable, lovely song selection today. Thank you very much, Becky. Thank you all for your lovely comments, Patty. Beautiful comments as always. And it's great to see so many people coming in and joining us. And don't forget to come back again, as I said, 2 p.m. our time, and join the chaplain, Jim Lyon, as well. And keep Jim and Monica, keep Myrna, and keep Clifford and Christine and everybody in your prayers. And for ongoing, anybody with ongoing health issues, keep them in your prayers at this time as well. Once again, we've come to our last song of this morning, and it's Cross Anchored is the group this time. And it's a beautiful, beautiful piece. So just once again, enjoy the words. If you have enjoyed the programme, folks, we love to get the wee comments coming back to say how much you enjoyed it. But do share it with other folks. Do tell others that we're here. We're here every day. So we are Monday through Sunday. And we're here some days 3 times a day. So there's a lot of great presenters bringing you a lot of great gospel music. And we're going to bring you Cross Anchor to close us up with Grace Found a Place. God bless you all. See you again, God willing, Sunday evening Wednesday evening with Country Gospel with the Sheriff.
searching for a place to call home, a heart where he'd ever abide. But the longer he beckoned, the farther I roamed, till I saw there was no place to hide. That's when grace found a place, and my sins, which were many, were all washed away. When it seemed there was nowhere in my heart to stay, that's when grace found a place. Jesus is calling. Do you hear his voice? A new life he wants to begin. So if you hear him knocking, just open the door. You'll be so glad that you let him in. And you'll say, grace found a place, and my sins, which were many, were all washed away. When it seemed there was nowhere in my heart to stay, that's when grace